stench of failure clung to me like the smoke from my last burned informant. Berlin's rain slicked the cobblestones as I hunched in the shadow of a crumbling safe house, my fingers trembling around a vodka bottle. Liquid courage, or maybe just cowardice in a glass. 2 months since the ambush at Checkpoint Delta, since my team's bodies were shipped home in zip bags. The brass called it miscalculation. I called it a tombstone etched with my mistakes. The knot came at 0300, a figure in a trench coat, face hidden beneath a fedora's brim, slid a dossier across my sticky table. "They're calling it Eidolon," she said, voice like ground glass. "A ghost network inside MI6, selling secrets to the highest bidder. Your old handler's running it." I laughed bitter. "And you want me to play hero? I want you to learn," she snapped. "Or drown in that bottle. Your choice." The dossier glowed in the dim light. Blueprints, aliases, and name, Elias Voss. My mentor, the man who taught me to dismantle a Glock blindfolded. The man I trusted. Training was a knife. My new handler, a wiry ex-Spetsnaz operative named Irina, drilled me in icy Baltic forests. "You rely on instinct, not discipline," she barked as I botched a surveillance loop. Mudak, again. Nights were worse, decrypting Voss's old mission logs, spotting the lies coiled in his perfect reports. The patterns, a drop in Prague he'd never mentioned, a vanished informant in Lisbon. "He groomed you," Irina said, tossing me a fresh clip, "so you'll know his moves." Lisbon's docks reeked of fish and betrayal. I posed as a Corsican arms dealer, my palms sweating under latex scars. Voss's contact, a sinewy Croat, met me in a rusted container. Eidolon's price just doubled. He smirked, waving a uranium sample. I didn't flinch. "Tell Voss I want to meet, or I burn his network to the ground." The Croat reached for his sidearm. My bullet took him between the eyes, clean, precise. Discipline, not instinct. The rendezvous was a graveyard outside Prague. Voss emerged, silver-haired and smiling, the paternal glint still in his eyes. "You were always my best student," he said, like a eulogy. "And you were a terrible teacher," I said, fingers steady on the sniper rifle's trigger. Irina's voice echoed. "Wisdom is seeing the trap before it springs." Voss's goons lurked in the mausoleums. I'd counted 7. He'd taught me to count. "You forgot the 8th," I whispered and detonated the charges I'd planted at 0400. The debrief was quiet. Irina handed me a new file, but I shoved it back. The vodka bottle sat unopened on my desk. Peace, I realized, wasn't absolution. It was the space between a trigger squeeze and the shot. The moment you choose to learn, not just survive. Eidolon fell. Voss didn't. But that's another story.